Welcome back to Red Sky City, the Cyberpunk Red actual play stream featuring the talented stylings of Rachel Seltzer-Quirico, Alex Golden Boy Mendez, Josh Sideshow Wilkinson, and the one and only returning to his computer at this very moment with timing I could never possibly have predicted. My God, it's incredible. Brennan is just fine, thank you. Hook.
Hello. I mistimed making my tea.
You kind of nailed that.
Yeah, it was a perfect entrance. Very dramatic.
On my phone on Twitch, just waiting for the right moment to walk in.
And
worse,
now,
to be fair.
I'm Tormented by Gnomes, and I will be your game master this evening as we explore the world of the dark future in the mean streets of Red Sky City. If you're just joining us, there are recap videos available at Do Not Peek's YouTube channel, and you can catch up on the story at our official subreddit, r/Red Sky City on Reddit. But I'll go ahead and bring you up to speed real quick. Natalie Smith, Oro, Jim Fingers, and Jerax Ashwater. They all live in an apartment complex in Night City at the edge of the Red Zone, which is where the bomb went off about 20 years ago. It's a tough part of town, but the rent is cheap, so they go with it. Somebody wants to knock down their home and put up a relay tower in its place. A powerful corporation sent mercenaries to deal with the current occupants, our heroes, and they blackmailed and bribed some of the other denizens of the apartment to turn traitor and set them into an ambush. In our last episode, that trap was sprung, the party was split, and a firefight broke out. Jerax and Natalie have dealt with their half of the attackers by defeating the mercenary Xavier, and Natalie managed to talk down Gina, the nice old lady who used to be an eco-terrorist who lives next door. Across the street, however, things are going worse. Jim Fingers and Oro are facing the badass solo, Royal, and just as they made a break for it to cross the street and get to the safety of the apartment, Oro went down in a hail of gunfire. As we rejoin our heroes in the middle of the action, Oro's life is bleeding out into the pavement. He's got maybe one shot at staying alive, but there are no guarantees. And now we'll find out what happens on episode 2 of Red Sky City Cyberpunk Conspiracy. So, before we return to our grim scene, does the party have any questions?
Okay.
If you'll allow it.
Okay. We're not at that point yet, but so Oro is one round away from potential death.
Go ahead.
Can you do a run through both for us and for the audience as well in terms of how death functions? Because this is a very lethal campaign, right? It's not like D&D where you can just go like, I magic some bullshit and stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
This is like we ran away from assault rifles and Oro got shot and now he's gonna die. But how does dying literally work within the game?
Okay, so the way that this works, first off, I'm just gonna make sure. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure that Josh didn't get a extra dimensional space wedgie in his forehead again, like last time. So the way that death and dying works in Red Sky City, in Cyberpunk Red, once you run out of hit points, you have no hit points left, you are mortally wounded. You suffer pretty severe penalties to everything you try to do, but you're still conscious. You can crawl, you can take actions until you die. The moment you run out of hit points, you have to make a death saving throw. Essentially, you roll a d10 and you need to roll your body score, which is your toughness, or underneath that. If you roll above that, you die immediately. Once you're dead, you're dead.
That's intense. So Oro could die right here.
Yeah, on Oro's turn at the start of you make your first death saving throw when you drop, like if somebody shoots you on that round, you have to roll that save on their turn. On all of your turns, you have to roll death saving throws at the start of each turn, and you get a 1-point penalty. So you add 1 to your dice that you need to be under your body every single round. So after you have less than 10 rounds. You always have less than 10 rounds, and mathematically, you probably have less time than that. So on Oro's turn, Golden Boy's going to roll to see if he dies immediately. If he doesn't die, he's still conscious. He can still take actions. He can crawl. Massive penalties on everything. The moment that Oro is stabilized, the adrenaline wears off and he passes out. So it's not like D&D where, oh, I'm down. All I can do is roll to save and see if I die. It's more like, we were talking about this earlier, a battle royale where you're down, but you can still fight with your pistol and you need a teammate to come res you. But you can also patch yourself as an action. Keep in mind your actions have penalties for being mortally wounded, but there is a chance.
And just to be clear, if you patch yourself, then you immediately fall unconscious.
Correct.
So if Oro wants to avoid having to roll the dice a second time on his next turn, if he wants to save himself right now, he can patch himself, but he will immediately fall unconscious in the middle of a gunfight in the middle of a street.
Correct.
You know, can we just say real fast that I don't like the fact that everyone is just anticipating that I'm dying. I have a bone to pick with the Do Not Peek network here, because there's just been a lot of promo regarding me dying. And I'll have you know, ma'am and sirs of Do Not Peek, I am super famous. Okay.
You really want to give it the speech when you're one roll away from potentially dying? Because every time somebody gives it the speech.
And I don't appreciate how this whole thing has been marketed. There was a tweet today that said Golden Boy is going to be on Valoranting and on Red Sky City. He might die on one of the shows today. I was going to die on Valoranting.
That's fair. Honestly, that's a fair take.
So anyway, that's my
good-ass
rant.
tweet.
Oh, it was a fantastic tweet. Honestly, 10 out of 10. Like, we'll do it again. But I just wanted to just express that so that everyone knows. I don't like this conversation regarding me dying, but I'm glad we're all learning some freaking lessons here.
Well,
bunch of fools, except for you, Rachel. You're a sweetheart.
Here's how I think about it, Alex. It's like in a soap opera where they say, you know, on tonight's episode, someone will die. And then most of the time it's some like third bit character who rarely shows up, who they brought back last episode just to remind everyone who they are so they can kill them off, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, it turns out that baby Lisa killed or shot Mr. Burns. So we'll see where this goes.
Listen, Joe. I'm on TV. I get it. All right.
Exactly. It's
But
showbiz.
one thing
You
I
get
did
it.
want to comment on where Sir Scooch's post here, he says, "We will submit your feedback to management and kindly shit on it." That I can't believe that this is the terms. Oh, and let's just get on with the show.
Now, I want to see if you die or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Jim,
It's the only reason I came on tonight.
Friend was like, they probably got it, but I do want to see if he kicks it. Dibs on his dibs on Oro's sweet streaming rig.
God.
Oh yeah, I
Alright,
mean
let's
we
just
would
get on with
definitely
this.
loot the body.
Any other questions before we return to the battlefield?
So, do our characters on the roof have some semblance of what's going on? We would have heard gunfire, right?
Yeah, when I bring us back to the battlefield, let me do that for, the party's already there, and I should probably swap this over for everyone else. So, all right, so let me set the scene here for everybody. Jim Fingers is right here, and I'll do it on the other account so it shows up in red. Jim Fingers is right here. Oro is bleeding out into the pavement right here. I'll add some blood later on. Royal, the badass solo who betrayed you and hasn't taken a single point of damage, is right here. The Militech goon who has been shot is inside this building, firing out. The rest of you are up here on the rooftops. So I've positioned you roughly where we're going to say that you are. You can look out over the edge. I'm just going to say you're going to start the game completely aware of everything that is going on. And if you take a look at the distance, I know Pythagoras would be highly annoyed by this, but the shortest, we're just going to say you're 40 meters away.
Oh, jeez.
And it is 21 meters down to the ground.
If I don't have skills in rifling, I can't shoot a rifle.
You can. It's, you're just going to suck.
That's actually an amazing out of context tweet, by the way. I think that would be, if I don't have skills in rifling, can I shoot a rifle? Brent, 2020.
It would be the perfect range for rifling.
It is.
Yeah.
It very much is.
Do you have a rifle? Do you own one?
It's one
No.
in the elevator.
Gina just came up the elevator. So remember, Gina is the neighbor who had a shotgun, was chasing Natalie. Natalie talked her down in the parking structure. After which,
Conflict resolution.
the two of them, exactly. The two of them rode up the elevator, and as they came out the elevator, Gina saw Xavier, the Militech guy, who had already been subdued and agreed to surrender, and just blew him away with the shotgun. Just immediately fragged him. So
Gina
he-
seems
he,
like she could fire a rifle.
He dropped the rifle in the elevator when we were tussling.
correct.
And there's 2 elevators.
There are
so
2 elevators.
It's in the other elevator currently on the floor.
Correct.
Cool.
Now, one piece of this puzzle that I haven't pointed out yet is I tracked our initiative exactly from the last game, and guess whose turn it is? It's Oro's turn. Immediately.
bitch.
Immediately. The literal first thing that's going to happen, we could have all of this talk, and then just immediately, congratulations, you're dead.
All right.
Have you got another character?
I haven't really thought that far. But
We have a concept, so
He's
if
just convinced he's not gonna die.
Oh, wow.
the DM
I'm
would
going to
never
feel
dare.
bad if you die, but also not feel bad.
but I have a strategy though. I have a
Okay.
plan.
You have a
I have
plan
a
to
plan.
roll high enough to stay alive.
You know what? We're in this situation because of you, Jim. Fuckface.
Whoa, don't
okay?
blame me.
That's
Toxic.
why we're here.
You
All
said you
right.
wanted to come with me.
I know. I regret it. I regret it profusely. Anyway, what am I doing now? What do I have to do first?
All right, so here's what's going to happen. First, I'm going to go into your character sheet to make sure that we have the correct number of death saving throws applied. Yeah, so right now, also, everybody, make sure that your remaining luck on your character sheet is set back up to your luck. Because that refreshes, it's a new game, and unfortunately for Oro, you can't use luck on death saves. So here's what's going to happen.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
What's luckier than surviving your own death? You know, like, come on, bro.
Hey,
That's so messed up.
I don't make the rules. You can take it up with Mike Pondsmith.
Damn you, Pondsmith.
So here's what's going to happen. When you're ready, you are going to press the death saves button, and the game will tell us if you die.
What do I have to get to live?
I think
What do I need?
What is your body score?
4. So you cannot roll. You have like a 30% chance to survive here.
Oh my god.
30% chance?
Can I get some monkas in the chat, please? Here we go.
Pause champ?
Rolling.
Oh!
You're 1 away. You rolled a 5.
They can't see it. They can't see it. I rolled a 5.
Oh, no.
Oh, lordy.
Oro has ceased to be.
For some reason that popped up.
Just before his social media career took off, he was really about to explode on the internet.
Your fan
Crazy.
base is gonna be livid.
Devastated. Absolutely devastated. F's in the chat.
You weren't even streaming when it happened.
No.
I know.
What a waste.
They've missed out.
By the way, I'm just so you know, I think we may need to change the server to like Central or something because I have like 191 ping. So not only am I dying in game, but I'm also dying on Discord as well. My God, nothing's going right tonight.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
But the new video is up, though.
Not yet. So here's the kicker, right? The dead man switch activates as Oro's the last thing he sees is just the skyline of Night
Could
City.
I act it out real fast? Could I act it out real fast?
Go for it. Go for it, man.
Yes. As I lay down on the ground, I look over in front of me and I see Jim. And in my last dying breath, I say, fuck you, Jim Fingers. And then I die.
Ah, crap, we've lost another one.
Now he has to fill that apartment.
Yeah.
Oro is dead. Now here's the really awful thing. Oro is hooked up to a dead man's switch that will send a very special video from being private to being public upon death. However, local broadcast services are still being interrupted, so the dead man's switch signal has not yet been received. So his followers have no idea that this has transpired.
So what you're saying is he's still alive.
Oro lives. You know, he's gonna be the new Elvis.
Schrodinger's Oro.
Schrodinger's Oro, exactly. If you don't make a twit longer about, you know, being dead, did it actually happen? Okay, well, GG Oro. What we're gonna do, and
Wow.
Yeah, that was fast. What we're
Everybody
gonna
welcome
do?
to the show.
Yep. Thanks for joining us. For collect your things on the way out. We'll be sending your last pay stub in the mail. Your security clearance has been revoked. Your email's already terminated. What we're gonna do is for the rest of the game, when it would be Oro's turn, we're gonna start working on the new character that we talked about. So you will have something to do each turn during this combat as you watch the rest of your friends get shot and die. But the other thing is, this kind of changes everybody's tactical concerns.
Oh, let me tell you, Golden Boy, I had a plan for you. If you had survived that, I was going to do some Avengers shit where I was going to punch the concrete wall and ride the concrete down to the floor and then shove you in a cryo bag and freeze you. Flash freeze you like some piece of meat.
I was gonna watch.
You could still do that. You can still do that. You can flash freeze. You know, the corpse is still warm. You know.
I mean, you're dead.
Oh man. All right.
Yep. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. All right. Well, you know, on to people who are still alive. Jim.
Yeah, Jim has now not got his meat shield, his distraction element.
Mm-hmm.
His sweet little Oro to run out in front of him. Jim's just screwed now.
Yeah. New plan?
The plan is just to hope the cavalry arrives in time for me to not meet the same end as Oro. Yeah, I guess we're gonna we're gonna walk forwards and tuck ourselves up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move to like this kind of square that's just around the corner from the Militech goon.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm running, I'm gonna take a shot at the Militech goon.
Okay. He is behind cover inside the structure.
Oh, for the love of God. All right, then. Instead, where did I start from? I started from somewhere around here.
If you press
Something like that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Well, instead, I'm gonna try and swing out wide so that I get a shot on Royal and then dip back to that square.
Okay. Yeah, you can hit him by doing that. You remember you can move up to your move stat, which is 4.
Yeah, so I can swing out 2, get an angle on him, and then dip back in.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll handguns. At this range, it's not that difficult. Where's the square you're firing from? Was it right here?
Yeah, basically.
Well, it may not matter. I think the lowest that you can score on an attack is... Yeah, you have to roll a 13 to hit, so no joy.
Oh, come on.
You got some luck points?
I've got 1 luck point. It wouldn't even work.
Your natural luck score is...
Point?
That's right. You only took 1 point in luck.
I only took 1 point in luck because I thought, it'll be better to put points into everything else. So it turns out luck is super powerful in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, new game system. When Jim dies, your new character, we can optimize a bit more.
Jim is not dying. Jim will not meet the same fate as Oro.
Go ahead and move yourself into position wherever you'd like to be.
Yeah, that's where I want to be.
Okay.
Yeah, closer to death.
Exactly. All right. Meanwhile, on top of the apartment structure, Natalie.
Well, Natalie and Gina just got to the top of the building. I I converted Gina. Gina's my friend now, and Gina is a murder lady, so she killed that other bad guy that's up there with us. So we're kind of hanging out, getting our bearings right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would actually like to know if Gina knows anything else about this situation, because she was originally in on it. So if there's anything else she can share with us while we're still in this building, I kind of want to probe for that info.
Okay. She is still hearing gunshots over on the other side. She just, shotgunned Xavier. Nasty gut wound right to the face, because the face and the gut are the same thing. And she's looking around trying to figure out what to do next. What else would she know that she hasn't told you? Okay, she is being blackmailed.
Okay.
Her instructions were to follow Royal's lead, separate your group, and take you out, especially Jim, but all of you, because you're all sort of known to be armed and capable of fighting back against any attempts to demolish the place.
Ooh, which brings me to an above board question. Natalie is the only one that showed up to evening poker without her body armor and weaponry. Does she actually own any of that? Is there like standard issue corporate body armor or something?
Originally I didn't give you any, but that was when I was using different rule sets. So let's see if there's anything.
Or is Gina gonna lend me some?
Let me take a look here real quick. Let's see if there's anything that I can justify handing out. All right.
China, do you have body armor?
Go
yes
fish.
or no?
Yeah. Do you feel like giving it to me in a land where no one has anything?
You can take the boy she murdered. Take the
That's
armor
true.
off the boy she murdered. The small lad that I.
Take the boy, she
Frag the kid.
I would like to wear the skin, skeleton, and Kevlar of a man a foot taller than me.
Yep.
Okay.
I tried to save Xavier, but some people had other ideas.
In your apartment, you have light armor jack, and you have a very heavy pistol.
Oh, every lady must. Okay. So do I have any remaining actions here?
Yeah, we'll say that you do.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say, what do you know about what's going down on the street? And I want to like get close to the wall, but I know better than to look over a ledge or anything. So I'm going to look between Gina and Jerax and see if anyone has a concise explanation of what's happening downstairs.
The only person who's anywhere near the edge when you get up there is Jerax, because he was just intimidating the crap out of Xavier. So,
Have you looked, Jerax, over the edge?
Couple of goons fighting. Nothing to be worried about.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, if that's Jerax's assessment, he seems to have a handle for these situations. I'm going to be more concerned once again about the building blowing up. So if there's an appropriate action you think Natalie or Gina would take here if I express that.
So Gina says there's no bomb. We were just supposed to get rid of you so they could move in and do the rest.
So it's over?
Well, I don't know where the rest of them are. Royal's in on it too.
God damn it, Royal.
Is that Royal down there?
On the street?
Could that be Royal over there?
The outrageous amount of gunfire going down.
That could be Royal. Don't want to put it at the back of anyone's mind, but it could be Royal shooting at. I don't want to call them friends, but neighbors.
Well, the last thing I want to do is express to you, Jerax, and to Gina that I would like to get some armor and weaponry, but I definitely don't want to split up this group. So I'll follow at your discretion. And I'm going to pick whatever I can also off the dead guy.
Okay, so you're going to walk over. He's not dead. He's just, getting there. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, I was like, I stand on his neck. No, I'm sorry, that's not no. I meant just to end it, or I crack it. But
yes,
no,
exactly.
I'm not even that hard.
Finish him.
Krav Maga it.
Yeah, no, he's dead. He has a very heavy pistol and an assault rifle, and he's wearing Kevlar, which is significantly less intact than it used to be.
So it's just like an apron that I go. I look ridiculous in this, right?
He's wearing like a vest and a helmet, but it's been reduced down to armor value 4. Your light armor jacket is armor value 11.
I put it on and I take it off. But I take the pistol and then I don't know what to do with the assault rifle. So I kind of offer it to Gina. Or
She'll grab it.
Does Gina know how to use it?
Not great, but probably better than anyone else in the party so far.
I mean, that's kind of rude, don't you think?
This is based on my knowledge of everyone's character sheets rather than, you know.
It's kind of rude, Gina. I mean, I could be a crack shot. You never know. I've never tried, but...
But you want it?
It does sound kind of fun, doesn't it?
Nice to know how Jax is
Yeah,
playing.
go on then. Toss me the rifle. I'll have a go at it.
Okay. You pass the rifle to Gina. On Gina's turn, she will pass it to Jerax. And that's probably it for you, Natalie. Anything else?
No, that's plenty.
All right. Xavier, the Miltech, who had a long career ahead of him, is dead. So he's out of there. Gina tosses the assault rifle to Jerax. And she's going to move towards the edge and hunker down and take cover and sort of peek over the edge. It's dark down there, and I don't think she has low light implants. Let's see. No, actually she does. She'll relay the situation. Someone's down, and I think I see Jim. I can see the glint of the streetlights off of his head.
That's how you identify me.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Gina.
And that's about it for her. Her shotgun does not have, you know, that kind of range capacity. I don't think, at least.
Didn't she pick up the assault rifle?
Yeah, and she handed it to Jerax because he asked her to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which
Well done.
Obviously a winning strategy. Let me just check the range on a shotgun, just for giggles. 40.
30 difficulty check.
Probably. It's out 60 meters. 60 meters.
Yeah, it's 30.
All right, well, Kobe. She's just going to fire at Royal just to get his attention.
Does she shout Kobe as she does it?
No, she does not.
Because Kobe's pretty influential.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. The legend will never die. 22. Hell of a shot, but it just blasts. Concrete goes flying out of the corner of the building as just she fires a slug and it goes wide. The Militech goon inside the area is going to step out of cover, walk up right to Jim Fingers,
and shoot him in the head.
And shoot him in the head? At a +9? Yeah, he's gonna try to shoot you in the head. He walks up and he just... All right, so at this range, a normal body shot is a DV of 13. In order to shoot you in the head, he has to get a 21.
Okay, that's pretty good.
You know, he's gonna get it. Oh, you're
get out of here. Get out of here. You suck, kid.
So
this is Call of Duty.
He hears the shotgun go off and he's like, you know what sounds like a great idea right now? Leaving cover. And he just walks out, sticks it in your face, and blam, and you just dodge out of the way.
Yeah. I'm known for my head weaves. I've polished it up this morning, my big bald head, and it just glances off.
Exactly. It's shiny and chrome. Jerax, it's your turn. You're on top of the structure. What would you like to do? You have an assault rifle. You have no idea how to use this thing.
So I've been given the relay of the lay of the land, you know? So I got, what is this? 12 o'clock Militech Goon. What is this? 11 o'clock Jim Fingers.
Yeah, and then about 10-ish.
10-ish Royal.
Oh, please don't mix us up in the dark.
There's no way I could do that. You're bold. It's like impossible.
Exactly.
Aim for the one that doesn't look like the moon.
I'm gonna go for Royal in the corner. Basically, I'm gonna try and aim at Royal, and I'm gonna try and take some 3-shot bursts at him. You know.
Ooh, there's a rule
Is that
for
a thing?
that. That is a thing. That is a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
it
was just
is.
making it up.
No, you
Okay.
you can do 3-shot burst. You can also you can't do auto fire. You don't have the auto fire skill, which absolutely fucks people up. But you could also do suppressive fire. So you could do single shot, you could do 3-round burst, or you could do suppressive fire.
What are the benefits of them?
Suppressive fire does no damage, but it forces people to duck and like get out of the way. You can use it
please.
to CC people essentially.
Save me.
I'd rather shoot him. You know, like I want the glory, I want the cool, the street cred, the clout.
This is how your landlord dies. This is how your landlord dies.
If I take down Royal, think of the business in my surgical lab. I don't know where I'm going with that, but
all right, it's around here somewhere. Ranged combat, auto fire, suppressive fire. Where the hell is the 3-round burst? I know it's in here somewhere. He levels the assault rifle and then everything, you know, buffering. Please stand by. Do.
What would I even roll for this?
You're just going to roll a flat reflex roll because you don't have a skill that is going to assist you with this, which is going to make your life difficult.
What if my reflex rolls are amazing?
Well, then, you know, we'll talk. Did you calculate your distance yet?
It would be... No, I actually haven't. Do you want the Pythagoras or do you want the...
We're just going to cheat and say we're going to go with the 62 meters.
62. Okay.
62 meters with an assault rifle is almost optimal range. You need to hit a 15 to land the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and roll that while I look for the 3-round burst.
Is there a reflex? There's not a reflex skill.
There is not. You're going to have to do this manually. R/1d10 plus whatever that number is.
Oh, dude, this is so winnable, actually.
And he misses and hits Jim.
But I will use my 2 remaining luck points as well.
Oh.
Well, you should have a refresh luck, shouldn't you? Or is it only 2?
It refreshes.
I only have 2 points.
No, whatever it is, it refreshes.
Oh, okay.
It's a new game.
Yeah. So that's actually a 15.
All right. I'm just going to eyeball this for now because I can't find the rules for the 3-round burst. And the way I'm going to eyeball it is that for every point above the DV that you roll, an additional bullet hits. So if you spend your 2 luck, you'll still only hit with 1 shot.
Oh, man, that's good enough for me.
All right. Roll 5d6 as you just level this thing and just happen as he's ducking away from the shotgun blast. Luck would have it. He's right. You know, you're sort of drifting a little bit.
It's all skill.
It's all skill. It's only unlucky when we lose.
It's a reasonable amount of damage.
It's
pretty poor rolls.
It's a little atrocious. A little atrocious. And he's wearing heavy armor jack and takes no damage.
What? No way!
Yeah.
He takes 0 damage.
If you had dealt 16 points of damage, you would have hurt him and started to reduce his armor, but he takes 0 damage. Heavy armor jack has a value of 15.
God.
Bren, you had one job, dude. One job.
Yeah, I mean, at least...
reduce his armor at all?
Nope. It has to do damage to reduce his armor.
Royal's outrageous. I mean, no wonder people wouldn't attack our building when this juggernaut, this Terminator-style human is in there. And he's now turned on us. Like, how are we ever supposed to survive this? Jim Fingers is fucked.
Well, it's Royal's turn.
Oh, kill me now.
He's taking fire from above, and he's got Jim down on the ground. I think he wants to... He doesn't have a pistol. All he has is his assault rifle.
It's very bad at close range. That's why I try to get close to him.
And his rippers.
Oh, what the hell are rippers?
As the bullets glance off of his heavy armor jack, he looks up at the rooftop, sneers, brandishes his hand, spikes pop out of his fingertips, and he runs forward and it goes into just gut Jim Fingers, making two attacks.
No, be reasonable. Oh my god, he has spiky hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Cyberpunk.
Okay.
Everyone's got spiky hands. Get with the memo.
Roll an evasion check, Mr. Fingers.
Okay.
He has to.
Here
It's
we
not
go.
meet or beat. He has to beat this.
Okay. 17. That was a powerful roll.
You actually crit on that, and it automatically had you roll again and add to the roll.
Yeah, but I rolled a 1 with the second D10.
You know
so
what?
it
You rolled
basically,
on a D10. You rolled an 11. Think of it that
yes,
way.
basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. He runs up as you just start dodging and ducking and bobbing and weaving.
Come at me.
He goes in for a second jab. Roll again.
Yeah. Fly like a butterfly and weave like a bee. Oh shit!
And
I
he's
rolled a
dead.
12.
Shank!
Crap.
12 points of damage. Maximum damage.
Wow.
But you're uninjured.
Wait.
Your armor absorbs 11 points of that.
But is that some crit thing? Does he
Nope.
crit with those?
Oh yeah, he does. He totally does.
Yeah, because he rolled 2 6s.
I
So, like,
appreciate
my
the
fucking-
honesty.
My appendix is gonna come out my eyes or something.
All right, let's play critical hit tables.
What does this do?
Lord Almighty, you made
8.
these guys strong.
He breaks your leg as he
He
runs
wants
up.
a punch in my leg.
Well, as you blocked, that's what happened. He went in and he got you in the leg because he saw you. Your upper body defense was so good, he went low.
Sense.
So
Makes sense.
you take
'Cause
instead
when
of taking
you go when they go high, he went low.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy he is. You take
Politics.
instead of 12 points of damage, you take 17 points of damage, minus
Oh.
11 for your armor, which leaves you with
Do I have
6.
to reduce my armor?
Yes, reduce your armor by 1 and take 6 points of damage. However, he also just broke your leg.
Oh my god.
Your move speed is reduced by 4, minimum 1.
Okay, so it's reduced down to 1.
Correct.
What should I just move my base move down to 1, and then if I get healed, I have to remember that it was originally on 4?
No, I think you should just remember that you suck temporarily.
Okay, yeah, that
just
makes
because
sense.
that it just seems like that's more difficult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, he broke my leg. What a piece of shit.
So, Jerax, as the local med tech, if you take a minute, you can quick fix him. But again, it takes a minute.
Jerax
what they
has
do
got the
to,
sniper.
You know what they do to horses when they break their legs?
Now, I didn't skip anyone, right? Everyone got to go?
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good. I just wanted to make sure. All right. GB, here's what we're gonna have you do. We're gonna start
Yeah.
creating your new character, and we're gonna use some of the accelerated rules. So, I'm gonna say some of this out loud, but the rest I'm gonna keep quiet. So that's between the two of us. I have already unlocked a new character sheet for you. You should be able to find it in the journal, and you're gonna roll, because we're doing the quick rules. You're gonna roll 1d10, and that is going to determine your new stats. So just roll 1d10 in the chat,
Okay.
and I will
So it's slash R 1d10.
slash
I
R
am
space
so hoping you
1d10.
just get like a fucking 10 10 10 10 10 cyber warrior unicorn.
All right, that actually doesn't mean you suck. It doesn't mean you suck.
Okay.
It all it
Look at
does.
Jimmy's face. Look at his face. He's like, oh my
can't-
god.
I can't get a break, man. I'm such a good person too. It's crazy. I'm so good.
What is your
Orange
character
Jesus
gonna
doesn't
be?
care who you are inside. Orange Jesus wants
Yeah.
sacrifice.
All right.
What's your character gonna be reincarnated as?
Oh no.
A snail
Well,
by the look of that one.
can I share the story, Joe? Is that fine?
Yeah, as soon as you'd like. I wanted to keep it secret, as long as you wanted to keep it secret. So if you want to go ahead and
Okay.
reveal the identity of your new character, go ahead.
That's right. The identity of my new character. I have actually thought this through all week because I knew that my bitch ass was gonna die. And my new character is the angry twin brother of Oro, and his name is Leo Mendrone. Code name the Monarch.
The
And
Monarch.
he's a solo because we needed it. So essentially, in the combat zone, there were 3 brothers in the Mendrone home. There were 3 kids, I should say, in the Mendrone home. Well, actually, he had 3 brothers. And there was the younger brother, Sergio, or Sergio for you non-Hispanics out there, as well as Jose and Leo. Jose is the one that unfortunately has died. So now you guys know his real name. Basically what happened was that, you know, you're scrapping on the street, you're just trying to survive, and one day Leo comes across a home that is being ravaged by criminals. He sees that the family has been killed. He witnessed the murder in his face, and a white hot rage came over him, and he walked right inside, grabbed a shotgun that one of the family members had on the ground as they tried to defend themselves, and he killed every single one of those gang members. And it was on that day that he realized that he had an ability to protect his family. So the man is very much, I've compared him to essentially Vin Diesel, if Vin Diesel could
So
act.
what you said he discovered he had the ability to protect his family. What is his ability? Guns.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the man,
Yeah.
he's just gifted. He's just gifted. He just knows how to use a weapon.
I mean, not with the ones that you're rolling. He might not be gifted.
Yeah. Essentially, he decided that he could take up a life as not necessarily a vigilante, but he would do everything in his power to help his family and those that he deems would be in need, while also taking contracts. It's a gray area, obviously. Sometimes, you know, you got to work for the corporations, but he has a mantra of never taking work killing civilians. That's always the thing that he does his best to try and avoid. Thus, he's not the most well-liked person amongst the circle of solos that are out there. And thus, he's also not one of the richest ones, too. Like you would see, you know, guns for hire, and they'll have a lot of money because they take contracts from anyone. He has, you know, some morals, as much morals as you can have being a killer. Now, the reason why he hates his brother is because his brother left in search of fame and fortune, and his other brother, Sergio, rather would spend his time escaping reality and being in the net more often than not. So he's angry, but he still very much loves his family. And
oh shit!
And I'm just letting you know, the fucking Monarch's coming, bitch.
The Monarch's coming when that video gets uploaded.
Yes, the Monarch will arrive.
The Monarch's coming through. Okay.
And he doesn't know. And yeah, so basically the video, or not the video, there is another thing that happens that will be sent, and Monarch will be notified that Oro is dead.
I can see it now, the scene in 5 episodes' time.
Yeah.
The Monarch versus Royal on a rooftop.
I mean, you all are going to be dead by then, so it doesn't really
well, listen, I'm a doctor. I can fix myself up, unlike you.
Fair enough. I'm dead.
Yeah.
What do you need me to do, Joe?
Nothing. Aside from share that excellent story. That one you rolled determined all your stats. We're doing the yeah.
Wow.
In the interest of getting you in tonight, we're doing the accelerated version. There's a whole table with like just stat blocks. They're all balanced, and you just roll to see which one you get. So I've given you some down the line.
It wasn't a bad roll at all. It was just balanced in a certain way.
It wasn't, but it was a lot more fun to just let people think that for a moment. So we did. Again, down the line, if you want to do complete customization, I'm fine with it. But I figure, hopefully, by the end of this scene, with you advancing your character a little bit every turn, you'll be able to, you know, play tonight.
Yeah, I like it. That's
cool. Good. All right, Jim, your leg is broken. What are you gonna do next?
Yeah. Well, can't really do anything other than desperately try and defend myself, I suppose. But now I'm just a sitting duck. I don't have any. I mean, I don't really have anything that can help me. I already know that the people on the roof are attempting to provide some kind of suppressive fire.
Yeah.
Royals come in to punch me. What damage had we already done to the Militech goon? Is he anywhere close to dying?
He's taken a few hits, but he's not critically wounded yet. Again, in this game, the gap between critically wounded and like that's a close gap to follow. If you can land a good hit here,
yeah.
If you think you can get
what have you guys been doing?
We had to run away. There's two people with assault rifles. You only had to deal with one person in close quarters.
In the time that I managed to choke actually I didn't choke the life out of the kid Xavier. I actually kind of tried to help him. But in that time where we solved our interaction, because we made friends. I kind of made a friend, but then he was shot. What did you guys do? You played hide and seek in a warehouse.
Yeah, basically. They're trying to murder us.
Yeah, like
sorry, I don't have an elevator.
Actually dealing with the problem. We dealt with the real problem. Okay, yeah. You and your dumbass elevator fight. You know, tired of you. And what did you miss? Like every single turn in that elevator fight, if I recall.
No.
Quiet. Okay. I mean, I am just gonna have to. I mean, I'm in a 2v1 scenario, and Royals engaging me in hand-to-hand combat, which I feel like I've got a better chance of trying to dodge. So I'm gonna try and kill the Militech goon because we already did a bit of damage to him. So I don't know how normal that sounds to get gutted, to have your leg broken by some guy and start shooting his buddy, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It seems like the more tactically sound thing to do.
Jim is a practical man. So here's the thing. How do you like your odds if you shoot at the Militech goon with your very heavy pistol, with your Colt AMT? It's a 13 to hit him in the body. It is a 21 to hit him in the head.
It's so unlikely to roll a 21, though, isn't it? I don't exactly know how the calculations are done, but I haven't rolled anything above a 14 with my gun yet.
Let's go over the math real quick. It's a base D10. Your skill in handguns is 2.
Yeah.
And what's your reflex?
My reflex score is 6.
So it's a +8. So, yeah, you can't hit him in the head. Don't try that.
I would have to crit, right? Because then it
You'd
rolls
have to crit, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and shoot him in the body.
Okay, you need to roll. You need a 13 or high. You need to. Oh yeah, nope, 15. That's good.
There we go.
Roll the damage.
Okie dokie. 20. Oh, crit him!
Oh yeah, the crit's on the other foot this time. Let's go.
Here we go.
Nice. Oh, here we go. Broken leg for me, is it? Broken leg for me, you little goon.
Roll 2d6, Josh.
Okay, here we go. 7.
Okay. So here's the thing. One of the things I want to do with the critical hit table is not always tell you what happens, because sometimes you're just like, I don't feel so good, and then later you find out that your kidney's leaking or something like that. But you gotta have, diagnosis in order to get there. So the first thing that happens, you deal an extra 5 points of damage with this critical hit, no matter what. So you dealt 25 points of damage.
Sick. That's pretty huge, actually.
Nice.
And who is this on, the goon or Royal?
The goon. He's critically injured. You hear him as it goes through. He's not mortally wounded, but he's critically injured, which is going to inflict penalties on everything he does. And he clutches his side. Like I said, something is wrong.
Okay, right. So I'm from my point of view, I'm feeling that I've done a big wound to him here, probably hit an important organ, and I'm feeling good about that. Jim's at least going to go down in a blaze of glory. He'll take one with him.
Would you like to move 1 square?
Can I get inside the door in 1 square?
Yes, you can get inside the door in 1 square.
Would I even want to do that? I mean,
you could shut the door behind you as well if you'd like.
Oh, I mean, hell yeah, that's what I'm up to then. We're going inside the building 1 square away, and we are shutting that door.
It doesn't give you a lot of cover, but any cover is better than no cover. We're going to call this Fin... Yeah, we're gonna call it thin wood cover.
Okay.
So it's not great.
Doesn't really help when Royal just opens the door and fists me in the stomach again.
Granted. Natalie, it's your turn.
All right. Alex, what did Oro ever wear anything like bright colored or distinguishing? Did he have like a look that you'd be able to recognize?
Yeah. He had a pretty distinct look. It was something that was shared today, funny enough. But his bitch ass is dead. So yes, he also had like these glasses that were like bright, so you can kind of tell like what that you could see that like who he was because he didn't hide it.
All right. So Natalie hears more commotion down on the street, so she's gonna come to the edge of the building and actually finally just look over and look at what's going on down there. And I'm assuming she's gonna see something similar to the layout that we see here on Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
And she immediately recognizes Oro on the ground, not moving.
There's a lot of blood. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of, as I understand it, blood.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to scream, first of all, very loud, which I'm not going to RP for you. Don't know who hears that. Don't know where that goes. But she's going to freak out that Oro is dead. He's dead in the street. They killed him. For some reason, the body in the elevator did not affect Natalie at all, but the dead Oro, she feels a little bad about because she was kind of a dick to him. So she notices now that Jim is in trouble. Jim's down there. We gotta help him.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to provide some suppressive fire. It's pretty fun, this rifle business.
We're just goons. I didn't know it was Jim. So I'm gonna take my. I guess I have that pistol now. And no handgun skills and a dex of 5.
Reflex.
We're gonna try reflex. Reflex of 3. We're
Nice.
gonna take a shot at Royal.
Okay.
Oh my
roll
God.
1d6. Oh, sorry. Roll 1d10 plus 3.
I have rolled a 5.
Yeah, no, it goes completely off. At this range, this for you with your skill level is essentially an impossible shot. You need to get a
But I appreciate
30.
the help.
Yes.
You need to get a 30.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude! Imagine if she hit a 30. That would have been the greatest thing.
10,
that would
10,
have been
10.
the greatest
Twice.
moment in history.
That's why, you gotta let it ride.
So yeah, that's gonna just ricochet and glance off and go nowhere that I intended.
Mm-hmm.
So Natalie's gonna slowly pull the pistol back and crouch back along the wall and look at Gina like a sad, helpless creature.
Okay. Gina is not in much better shape. A shotgun has a similar range profile to a pistol, but she's just going to keep firing to try to scare them off. So she leans over and just unloads with the shotgun. 18.
Ooh.
It's not a 30, but
It gets closer.
Dang
Exactly.
it, Gina!
A little more experience than me.
all right. The Militech goon, who's heavily injured, notices that he's outgunned and outmatched and heavily injured, as I just said twice. Oh, what did you do to him? All right. He runs into the building. He's going to try to force the door open, Jim. So we're going to roll opposed athletics checks.
Okay. While I have a broken leg.
Mm-hmm. But you're using this is all about upper body. Yeah, this is all about upper body. So roll athletics.
'Cause that's how physicality works.
Oh, I rolled
14.
I rolled a d20.
Oh, you
It's
rolled a d20. Hallelujah.
old habits die hard. A
Oh,
17.
you still beat me.
He shoves the door open, levels his gun at you, and you notice his gun wavers, and his eyes, one of them is cybernetic. He staggers, and the gun goes off harmlessly, and he keels over
Oh my God.
But he has opened the door for Royal.
and dies.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Way to go, Jim.
Nice. He died
Jim,
of
what
something.
did you do?
I love
What
how
did
pure
happen
all
to him then,
20 is.
Joe?
That's well. Are you a doctor?
No. I'm just interested.
Well, we can wait for the autopsy report.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Farewell, Militech Goon. Jerax, it's your turn. You've got a assault rifle
Okay.
you've never used before. What would you
I
like
have
to
a
do?
Strategic play.
Okay.
Oh my
Now,
God.
if I shoot Royal from 50 meters away, it
Mm-hmm.
actually gives me a 3 times more likely chance that I will hit him, because I only have to hit a 13,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is. Wait, no, it doubles my likelihood. Previously, I would have had to have crit. Now I can hit a 9 or a 10, basically, with it. So I need to basically move over to where either the dead guy is or Gina.
We'll move
From
Gina
the
over. You,
roof here?
you can have that spot. It's a fluid
Yeah.
environment.
So I'm going to move here, and I'm going to aim again. Thankfully, Royal is in perfect distance.
For this
Perfect
round
rifling distance.
and this round
So
only.
I gotta hit a 1 in 5 chance of hitting this. And it's my reflex score, right? So it's
Yep.
1d10 plus 4. Okay.
Nice. You
Holy
had actually
hell.
roll another one, right? Because you
Yeah,
already-
roll
And I roll
another,
another one?
roll another d10 and add that. 22.
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice.
Wow. Wow.
He's a fast learner, this Jerax.
All right. That is a 3-round burst, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm literally making this up because I can't find the segment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you hit him with, you got a really good roll. You hit him with all 3, 3 rounds clustered close, small pattern. Gah, gah, gah. You light him up.
Oh my god.
Roll 5d6.
I'm
And
gonna
then-
get so much street cred for this.
And then roll 5d6 and then roll 5d6. In 3 separate batches though, because armor applies
That's a
separately to
crit?
each of them. Yep.
Oh my god. Do we do the crit first? Or do we do the second?
Just give me more damage. Give me more damage. Let's do both of
Okay.
these. Go again. You'll notice that lots of guns with lots of dice do lots of critical hits.
Oh my
crazy.
god.
That's absurd.
I can't believe this. And
So-
I'm dead.
Yeah. Okay, Royal. Let's see what's up here, shall we? Okay, so that first hit is a crit. Roll 2d6.
Eight.
8. You break his leg. One of the shots hits him in the leg.
Whoa.
I poke my head out from around the door. Ah, not so funny now, is it?
Also, all critical hits deal an extra 5 points of damage, which is really important when you're trying to break through armor. All right. He yells and grabs his leg as it is severely injured. Does he have a cybernetic leg? Oh, he does. Never mind.
Oh. So it's not
Is it-
broken.
Correct.
Cybernetic legs?
He does. He has paired cybernetic legs.
This guy.
You still do the extra damage, though. Your second hit for 20 points of damage is, again, reduced by his armor, so it only does 6 points of damage. And then your third hit for 26 points of damage, roll 2d6 for another critical hit.
Does so presuming damage goes through on the first hit, does that lower his armor class?
Yeah.
So then for the second one it's easier and it does more damage than the third.
Mhm.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one's a 10.
A 10. Ooh! He yells in agony and clutches his spine.
Oh.
And you dealt 31 points of damage with that hit because of the crit.
Oh, my goodness.
God,
That's
bro.
intense.
He
This
is
motherfucker not dead?
critically injured.
Critically, but not mortally, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. And now, unless you have any movement, it is his turn.
Yeah, that's I'm done.
I
Okay.
can't believe he's not dead.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
a goddamn cyborg. I mean, he's a Terminator. What do we do?
Okay. Royal staggers away, completely unable to attack or focus or aim or anything. He staggers towards cover. Walks around the corner just trying to get away. And that's all he can do because he has a spinal injury and he could not take an action this turn.
Wow.
All right, Alex.
Yes.
We got your statistics?
Check the statistics, man.
I am going to go ahead and just assign for the again, you can always do these again later. I'm just going to go ahead and assign your skills.
Sure.
Actually, I'm going to send you the skills and have you assign them. That way you can do that between rounds and we can keep this baby running.
Yeah. I think let's do that. That'd be better. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to DM you this on Discord. You go ahead and let's see. Here's this. And don't worry about the associated abilities that go with them. If you don't know them, we'll pull those up later. Just go ahead and start adding those as skills to your character sheet.
Copy that.
Okay. Jim, your leg is broken.
Hello.
You can only move one square.
The first thing I'd like to do is grab the assault rifle off the Militech goon's body.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything else that he's carrying that I would immediately notice as being useful in this situation? Any kind of other military equipment?
No, I mean, his stat block is pretty sparse. If you can think of something logically he'd have on him, sure, but the only thing we know he has is his Kevlar, his very heavy pistol, his assault rifle, and he clearly has some cyber implants as well.
Yeah, no, I'm only interested in the assault rifle at the moment then. So I'm going to grab the assault rifle and I can move 2 spaces if I dash, right?
Correct, but then you won't be able to fire.
Can't make an action afterwards. Okay. So I'm wondering whether to go back through the warehouse, which would take about, about 4, maybe it's 6 squares to the door of that we came in from. Or it's about 5 squares to get a good angle on him as he runs away. Oh, I think Jim would just walk out into the towards the apartment. So he's going to walk 2 squares out this way. And if he happens to get a good angle with the assault rifle on Royal later on, then that's what he's going for. But at the moment, he's got a broken leg, so he's not in the best place for vengeance.
Okay. Natalie, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, Natalie's going to explain to Jarex and Gina that she doesn't think she's very effective on the roof right now. She can't hit for shit. And anyway, it looks like Jim's doing a pretty good job down there. She
What
has.
do you mean? It was me that did most of the firing. I mean,
You too, Jarex, and I just pat you on the bicep there. Which reminds me once again that you are much more armored and armed than I am. So I'm going to suggest to you guys, maybe we should get down to the ground floor and out of this building for now. But I definitely like to stop by my apartment first and grab whatever I can. So
that sounds like a plan.
Should we do that as a group? Gina, are you in? Jarex?
I'm definitely going to try and jump off this roof.
There's simply no need. Look
Listen,
at
Josh, here's the thing. In the world of Cyberpunk, let me tell you a little something about Cyberpunk, all right, Josh? If you do something and it looks really cool, it goes a long way in Cyberpunk.
It's true.
And the street cred I get from Doman Royal after never handling a rifle before in my life, that's already going to be pretty good. But I got to finish the job. So what better way to do it than jumping off a 21-foot building and then doming Royal?
But it's not necessary though. There's just a million other things because you could actually totally screw up the jump and then
No.
just die.
I got a plan. I got a plan.
Basically what Natalie's saying to him.
I got a plan. Don't worry about me. I got a plan.
I just don't know if we should split up again, Jerix.
I'll be on the floor just before you guys.
We're going to the same place.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if we're gonna be in one piece. And Jim's limping around down there. I'm not saying I'm depending on you right here, Jerix, but I don't know a lot of people in this neighborhood, and well,
Yeah, one less than you used to.
Had a plan.
Listen, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Just had to fit that one in there, didn't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, I just want to
one
say
in.
that I'm not worried about you, Jerix. It's me, but you know, I'm concerned about me here. So, Gina, will you escort me to my room so I can get some guns and some armor?
Yeah, no, she'll go with you.
Okay, I'll see you downstairs, Jerix, for better or
Yep.
worse.
See you in a moment.
Would you go patch up Jimmy boy? He looks hurt, Gina will express to the medic.
Oh yeah, I mean, after I've domed Royal, yeah.
Priorities. All right, it's basically going to take you your turn to cross the roof and get to the elevator and begin your descent.
I'm not getting in an elevator. I'm going to take the stairs down
Okay.
to my third floor.
All right, that's going to, again, take a few rounds because round is 3 seconds. So you begin and Gina goes with you. All right, Jerax, let's do this.
Okay, so my plan is, so there's two plans, and I want to hear from you, Joe, what you think is the most feasible. Is there like a gutter, like a metal gutter, like a piping that goes down to the bottom?
Looking at this map here, just sort of going off of this, sure, why not? That sounds
Some
cool.
sort of drainage, like a pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan in my head, and you tell me which one would be more feasible. So plan A is to put my cybernetic arm through the pipe that leads down to the ground floor.
Like
and
punch
basically-
through it?
No. Hook it around.
Okay.
And then lock my cybernetic arm so it's locked in place, and essentially lean back and just kind of slide down using that to kind of stop some of the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
This is T1000.
Plan B was literally to try and punch the building and ride it down using to stop the momentum.
Are you the Incredible Hulk, Brandon?
No, let him finish.
I have
Keep going.
cybernetic arms, so technically it should be feasible. I mean, listen, I'm asking Joe, which one is more feasible? Because I want to be able to walk away alive, but I also want to look cool and get the street cred.
Okay.
Take the stairs.
That's gonna take way too long. So either way, it's gonna take your entire round to do this, right? Because
I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's
you're going 21 meters, which is very, very fast. So either way, it's gonna take your entire round. The question I need to ask the landlord is, when was the last time that you had the drains maintained?
Oh, I think this entire building isn't particularly well maintained. Also, would just like to put out there that you're not heavy enough to cause concrete to crumble just by hanging off.
No. Don't think about the physics.
No, I'm not thinking about the physics here. I'm just talking about my building. I know the concrete's pretty solid because we built it to withstand stuff. And the drains, I mean, they can hold. I've seen squirrels roaming around on them, Joe, but I ain't seen no human beings roaming around on them. I don't know whether they'd hold it.
And this could be problematic.
All right, so
There's some AC vents that would be better than gutters. You know, like the big air vents that go along the side.
The HVAC. All right, so
yeah.
if you want to grab the HVAC, you can attempt your plan with that, and that is probably your best shot.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do that.
Okay, roll an athletics check
Okay.
with +2 because you're using your cyber arms.
God, I hope somebody's watching this. I'm rolling
actually.
athletics.
At this point, I am walking towards the building, hoping you'll just keep up suppressive fire and watching you leap off.
And that's 19.
Yep. Josh, roll 2d6.
Why is that the same as a crit table?
Okay. All right, you grab around the AC, the HVAC, and there's sparks go flying as it grinds all the way down. And you've got your shades on to keep them out of your eyes, and it looks extremely cool. You land at the bottom. You can do the superhero landing. That's optional. But as you do, the HVAC at the bottom like gets ripped out of the building side, and it starts to leak, condensation and hot air and stuff like that. Jim, that was a check to see how much the damage to the building is going to cost you, which we'll talk about later.
Listen, I saved your life. Consider it evens, huh?
I don't know whether you did save my life.
I'm about to come patch you up. Don't worry. I don't know how
well
how we're having this conversation across the road, but I'm gonna come save you, Jim. Don't worry.
All right, so you make it down to the ground.
Yeah. Can I still move?
No, that took.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah, you just leapt off of a building.
Again, your normal move speed is 5, and you would be able to go 10 max. You just went 21.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let this ride as is. Okay, it's Royal's turn. He's having a bad time. If I was Royal, what would I do?
Shoot Jerax.
Hide and weep for
Gonna
your
roll
end is
over and
nigh.
die.
He's gonna book it. He's just gonna run as fast as he can.
Can he do that?
Yeah, the spinal injury is not that bad.
One of those light spinal injuries.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, so it prevents him from taking an action this turn, and it does have his last turn, and it does have some other consequences. But it doesn't stop him after that. So he is gonna run. He's gonna dash. And he moves at a good speed, so he's gonna go 12 squares.
Are you kidding me?
As he runs down into the darkness. Out of vision, mostly because I think nobody's just in range to see him. But he can't have gone that far.
Okay. I got my position.
Golden Boy, how are you doing on entering in all those abilities and stats?
Everything is entered and ready to go.
Excellent. I'm going
all
to...
the data's in.
Excellent.
And I also cross-referenced some of the, I guess the attributes for the different skills. I just missed the ones that I don't know because, I'm an idiot. But beyond that, I got a few of them in.
Excellent. No, that's good. That's good. I am now going to send you some starting gear to add to your character sheet. Oh, wait, nope, that's just your clothes. Where's your, shooty stuff?
Yeah, send me some clothes, dude, dog. Let me get all pimped out.
All right, here's your starting clothes. I'll send you those. And
my God, I can barely see this.
oh, I can get you a higher quality. Enhance.
It's fine. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about
Enhance.
I'm more just blind as a bat. So I put that in under armor.
Under gear. All of that is just like clothing. It's outerwear. You know what I mean? Here.
Okay, because there's armor, weapons, and cyberware. And
right.
then...
There should be gear below that, or to the right of cyberware if you look on your character sheet.
I don't have that.
Let's fix it. 1 second. I just schlepped some gear on your character sheet. It should say gear goes here. If it's not...
Oh, yeah, it's there. Never mind.
Excellent.
Well,
all right.
Well,
so I
oops.
just put that stuff in. I just typed that stuff in.
Yep. And I also sent you your armor and your guns, and I'll give you the stats on those when we get back to you.
All right.
We'll get you back in the action in no time. Jim, Royal is running for his life.
Yeah, Royal's a little shit. So I can only move 1 square and then shoot. I can't move 2 and then shoot. I can only move 2 if I give up my action.
Correct.
Oh, the cybernetic legs.
Yeah.
How is Royal so fast? I have lit him up.
Yeah.
If you get
so
closer,
can I move
you might
1 square diagonally?
Yes, you can. Diagonals are allowed.
Okay, so if I move 1 square over to here, are we saying that the corner blocks line of sight here, or do I have a shot on him?
Your low light vision is, you can barely see him. You will have, it'll be a +2 difficulty to hit him because he's literally like a square beyond the range of your low light vision.
That'll do it. I'm ready to light him up.
Bro, hit the D10.
What gun are
Hit the
you
10.
using?
I'm using the assault rifle that,
Which you're not trained
that
in,
I
right?
stole off the Militech goon. No, I mean, what is the thing to use assault rifles?
Reflex.
I have a 6 reflex,
Oh,
but I
that's
don't know whether I
nasty,
have
actually.
the actual ability itself.
No, you absolutely don't. I can guarantee that much. It would be
Right.
assault rifles or automatic
Yeah,
weapons.
no, I don't have that.
All right, he's
Bro, I believe in
34 meters out, which makes it a optimal range. But
Nice.
because he's just out of your vision, that's +2 difficulty to hit. You need to get a 15 on this to hit him.
So what
I
am I
mean,
rolling
what-
here?
dude,
a
you-
1d10 plus.
Reflex.
+6.
Plus
I reckon you
6.
got this, dude. I mean,
Okay.
you how many luck points you got?
I got 1 luck point.
That increases the probability.
A 14, right? I can't even remember what the number was that you said
It
I had
was
to hit. but
15. It was
I'm
15.
going for the luck. I'm going for the luck. We're using the luck.
Nice.
All right. You just look into the darkness and just pull the trigger and it sort of spurts out of your control. You aren't really used to using these things. God, that's a lot of kick. And you hear a "Ugh" as a bullet finds its home. Roll 5d6.
Come on. Come on, Jim.
Oh, what a tragedy roll.
We just gotta.
You winged him. You barely winged him.
That's so bad.
Yeah, and his armor is still, even though he's been lit up, his armor is still better than most of the armor that you guys have. So that barely clipped him.
Oh my god.
I shot my shot, guys. I shot my shot.
Unlucky. All right, it is Natalie's turn. Natalie is on the 7th floor, runs all the way down to the 6th floor, runs all the way down, just hustling down to the 5th floor. You live on the 3rd floor.
Full turn. Just
Gina's right behind you.
It's not one
Jerax.
of those like caged in fire escapes where I can like see out at all, right? Like I didn't get to
Correct.
see Jerax stick this landing. Oh,
No,
that's
it's-
my one regret in
Damn.
this life.
That's my one regret.
Okay.
Jim's eye was totally
How-
recording it.
Yeah, I
How-
recorded it all for you.
How far can I move and shoot?
Up to your move.
Oh, bollocks.
5 squares.
Yeah, that changes things, really. It's going to be from here. And I don't know where he is. Is he there?
If you move, maybe you'll be able to see. If you can't see, then you won't know. It's dark.
All right. I'm going to move. Where? Yeah. Okay. Wait, I've lost track of where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, that was the one you originally pointed to.
So if you right click,
Okay.
you can set a beacon. So if you do this like 5 feet and then you right click, then you can keep messing with it from there.
Oh, wow. Fancy.
You still do not see him.
But I saw Jim shoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a straight shot down the corridor.
I'm gonna give you a +4 to the difficulty because Jim actually like saw him on the go. It's gonna be a more tricky shot for you.
Bro, I mean,
You're firing blindly into an alley.
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have assault rifle.
A
At
19
this
to
range,
hit.
a 19 to hit.
Things got a lot of
A
kick.
19.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you need to crit?
I need to crit to take the shot, but I mean, I've got nothing else to do. So I mean, what?
You
Is
could
there-
come
there's
to
no
me
way-
and heal me.
There's no way I could catch up to him at this speed, right? He's just going to keep dashing.
His move speed is 6, and if he just keeps on dashing, he's going to escape.
There's no blood trail for me to follow, is there?
Yeah, there is. You could track him, but we're going to move from like round to round combat to you tracking him through the alleys and, you know, the twisted, wherever he goes with dogs barking. Actually, no dogs. There are no dogs anymore. It is the dark future, but you get the idea.
Ring doorbells barking.
Yeah. Would that be a good idea?
No, you're a doctor.
Okay. All right. I'll go for the crit. I've got to try and go for this.
All right.
I have to try and crit him.
Heart of the cards.
Okay. Let's go. I need a 10. I need a 10. Well, that's not a
Roll
10.
the 5. Roll the 5. Ba, 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 ba. Royal.
I shit myself as automatic fire in the dark
Just.
sprays out past my ears.
All right. Royal vanishes into the darkness, staggering from his injuries. Unless you give pursuit in a fast vehicle or you start like tracking him. Again, it's not impossible. Tracking isn't a bad idea, but you don't have any ability to immediately catch up with him. So he is out. Nobody is dying. Combat is over.
I really want to track him.
All right.
Listen, we might have lost Oro, but we gained Gina, and I feel like that's a pretty good trade. So
You lost a young, strapping lad for some old lady who has like half vision and a bunch of freaking cats. You know what? You guys suck. I'm mad none of you died.
He was a county icon and a municipal treasure.
What? Had a lot going for me.
Okay, well, let's go around in a circle. Jerax just fired off into the darkness. Natalie, I'm assuming that she runs to the apartment and like gears up and then runs outside, and with Gina covering her to sort of just get a scope of the situation. Or is
yeah,
there
we wouldn't
something
know
else
it's
you have in
over
mind?
until we get outside, right?
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and put everyone out in the streets. And Golden Boy's still working on some stuff. We're going to read him back into the story as soon as we get a reasonable opportunity. Jim Fingers, your leg is broken.
Yep. Jim's gonna sit where he is now that it's all done. He's not gonna bother crawling anymore. He's gonna, Jerax! For God's sake, help me with my leg.
Okay. I'm coming. I'm
Stop
coming.
shooting the rifle. You don't even know how to shoot a fucking rifle.
That's what you think.
I know it. I saw your aim.
I'm gonna go. Oh my God, he's pissing me off. I'm gonna go up to Jim, and I'm gonna heal him, but I'm not gonna be gentle about it.
Okay. So in order to, let's see, to give him a quick fix so he can like walk properly for the time being, that is either that's a paramedic check at a DV of 13.
Okay. All my windows just went down, so that's why I paused. What is it? A paramedic check with DC 13? Oh, easy. Easy.
Yeah. He's going to get you bundled up, but it is going to take you that'll do it for the rest of the day. But to remove the injury effect permanently, he's going to need 4 hours of treatment with paramedic or surgery skill. But
So how long am I fixed for now?
24. It just says the rest of the day. So basically until you're done doing stuff for the time being. All right, so that's temporarily solved. Jerax, you're still pretty badly injured. And
I'd like to heal myself if possible.
And Oro is just like, he's gone. You know, he's out there bleeding out.
So that's what Natalie's going to run to once she and Gina assess that everything's clear. She's going to head over to Oro and try and call out again. So she's going to be testing the signal down and just trying to find like a signal on her phone.
Still nothing.
Feels kind of sad.
That's it?
Wow.
Well, we weren't particularly close, Ghost of Oro.
I mean,
The Ghost of Oro is displeased and would like to express his displeasure in the next turn.
Well, the Ghost of Oro is as soon as the internet comes back up, you're welcome to do so. But the Ghost of Oro is willing to do what he wants at the moment. You want me to add some more blood to the map?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay,
Let
I
the
was
blood.
going crazy. I was like, is there more blood than there was before?
Can I
Oh my
can I
god,
heal
there's so
myself?
much blood.
So, fun fact, this is a realistic game. You heal damage equal to your body every day. For each day you spend resting.
So there's no way to regain hit points.
On the go, not without like
the go.
special technology stuff.
I don't have any special technology, do I?
Not at the moment. You do have some special tech like a cryo pump and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, here's another fun fact about your skill. Let me pull this up real fast. So, you have access to full-fledged cryo tanks. You have access to, let's see, you are a registered cryotank technician. You have 24/7 access to one cryotank at a cryotank facility operated by a medical corporation or government agency somewhere in the city. However, I think I know that one is currently occupied by somebody else. However, you also have 3 cryotanks that can be installed anywhere you'd like. They're pretty large. It's a human-sized container. It's like that thing from Empire Strikes Back that Luke floats in for a while.
Yeah.
You heal double the normal rate while you're inside a cryotank. So if people are willing to take a few days off to just completely, wob, 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 then they'll heal a lot faster. Otherwise, every day...
Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Exactly.
It's like Wanted, where they bathe in the little like soap things.
Sorry?
Their body heals. You guys not seen Wanted, and they like lay them
Like a
down when all the
bullet?
Is that where Angelina Jolie and the other guy had made the sex? Was that? I'm assuming that's where they made the sex.
Yeah, I don't know. I was watching it for the story development.
Just for the articles.
You read it for the articles. Yeah.
Yep.
No, good save there. I'll let Beth know.
Well, with the knowledge that I cannot heal myself, I am going to basically what I think, guys, is we probably shouldn't let Solo get away. So what's his name? His name's not Solo. It's Royal.
Royal.
He is a Solo. I think it would be wise to track him. Now, he'd have to go out of range of the communication block to actually even call for any help, but he's not somebody that we'd want an enemy of. I think we should try and put him in his grave before he can create some sort of larger grudge.
He's a businessman. At the end of the day, he's a contract worker. I don't know whether it's really worth us going out there, potentially running into other trouble just to hunt him down. If I don't know whether he's a man to hold a grudge. I mean, he certainly has no loyalty. He turned
Do we
on us pretty
have
quickly.
do we have insight? Like, would he be the kind of guy to hold a grudge? Can you hear that?
I can't hear that.
Yeah, that's our
I can't say any of us knew Royal all that well, considering.
Royal always, he seems like a good community guy. Apparently, he just never got offered the right price for it. He's the kind of guy who, under normal circumstances, keeps his friends, doesn't go back on his word. But he had a price.
Okay.
It was a little higher than under normal circumstances, but he still had a price at the end of the day. Why don't we go ahead and take about a 5-minute break, since we're at the 90-minute mark and we just wrapped it up. That seems like the perfect time to do it. So everybody come on back in 5 minutes and we'll see what our heroes do, figure out who's conspiring against them, what they're going to do about Royal, and we'll introduce Golden Boy's new character. Stay tuned.